guys, Maradrui here, and today we're going to be resuming my journey to the S rank in honor of Splatoon 2 coming out on the 21st of July. So that'll be 2 weeks from the time of recording this video, which is July 7th, Friday, starting at about 10:09 p.m., give or take. Maybe you're in the air, might be a few nanoseconds. Anyway, just to ramble off topic quickly, I was watching a video last night, and it was a physics thing at university. And let's just say that your boy now knows how to calculate the period of a pendulum. So it's pretty interesting stuff, not gonna lie. Actually, I might post the link in the description of the video, because it's really, really interesting to me anyway. But I mean, I really like physics, so I mean, maybe if you're a chem person, you won't enjoy it as much. But I know for me, I'm really into math and like the physics aspect of science, more so than. Oh wow. I mean, the formula to calculate the period of a pendulum is 2 pi. T equals 2 pi times the square root of the length of the pendulum over gravity, which gravity is, gravity is 9.80. This was just what I got from the video. We learned this year 9.81. So anyway, meters per second over seconds. Basically, in other words, meter per second squared. And I mean, I found it really interesting because I find physics really interesting. It's either my favorite or my second favorite of all the sciences. With, I'd say it's pretty close to chem. I mean, I really enjoy chem. So, I mean, if you're more of a bug bio type person, you probably won't enjoy it as much, but I know that myself personally, being a physics enjoyer, I really enjoyed it because we took it this year in science, so I knew what the video was talking about. Like, I understood everything that the video was talking about, so it wasn't just like bleh, words. And I hope that you guys can relate to something, whether it's video games or science or driving. Oh shoot! I mean, I hope you can relate to something, and I hope you pursue your dreams. And don't let other people kinda, I guess you could say, take you away from that dream that you might have. Not gonna go too much into deal, but we have a family member who is in a really good school, and he slacked off this year, so it's a really big shame. That they did that. And I mean, if you have a family member that might be doing something like that, then just try to convince them to get their marks up. I mean, if they have the capacity to succeed and they are not succeeding, then they are doing themselves and those around them a huge disservice by not pursuing their dreams. I know that I was like that, because like from grade 6 to 8, I mean, I didn't care about school. My marks were absolute trash. And then I started to work hard in grade 9 because I knew that, I mean, you need to get your marks up to get into the really good classes. And prior to that, my marks, they weren't there. And I wasn't achieving my full potential. And I was doing a huge disservice to mostly myself, but also to my family, because I mean, it really wasn't fair to them, because they're paying for my education, putting me into a decent school program here in Canada, and you don't realize the potential you have, and it's particularly not fair to yourself. When I come the next year, my marks, they skyrocketed. I was 80s across the board. Actually, this past year, I mean, everything but English was in the 90s. So we can't complain about that. I guess what I'm really trying to get at here is, if, you have a dream, then you should really, or, you have the potential to achieve, then, achieve, because you're doing yourself and others around you a enormous disservice that's not fair to them. So, anyway, that's just, my 2 cents of it all. I hope you guys can relate, even a little bit. Yeah, if you guys have gone through something, or somebody who has gone through something like that, or is going through something like that, I mean, just talk to them and maybe help them to realize their potential in this world, because I mean, everybody has potential. And if you're not recognizing that potential, then what are you doing? Oh boy, here's a Kraken. But on a lesser note, yeah, I'm gonna try to post videos every day up until the 21st, and then I'll move my Switch over here, and we'll hopefully get a look at Splatoon 2, because that is going to be really fun when it comes out. I know that they got rid of the invincibility ones, like the Kraken. What else did they get rid of? The Bubbler's gone, which, I mean, it's kind of a blessing in disguise for me, because especially on tower control, people are going into it the last second, and then they activate Kraken or something, and you can't get rid of them, and then you're kind of screwed there. And I mean, I don't particularly find that fair. So I'm personally glad. I'm not a big fan of... I have a couple gripes with Splatoon 2. And I mean, don't get me wrong, going into Splatoon 1, I had a couple of huge gripes with it. And I mean, I even pondered not getting it. I know a buddy, he's been on a few videos. He was, because I had gotten Splatoon, I was really liking it, and he's like, I'm on the fence about it. Do I really want to get it? And he got it, I think, for Christmas. And he really enjoyed it. So, I have a couple gripes with Splatoon 2. I don't like the hosts because they got Callie and Marie in Splatoon 1, and they got rid of them in Splatoon 2. You know, don't. Especially because, what are they? I don't even know the names. I haven't watched the Splatoon Direct yet. I really should. Maybe I should do a react video to it. But I digress. I don't. The names don't. They don't do a pun, and I mean, you know, you might say what's the significance about a pun on a name? But I mean, I very much appreciated the pun. Ah, shit. Uh-oh. Got him! That was actually a pretty decent shot. Yes, that's it. Back them up. Pursue them back. They're going around. They're going around. They're going around. Woo! I mean, I really like the controls. It's definitely going to be different without having, you know, the second touchscreen on here. But, I mean, my gripes, you know, the hosts, I'm not a big fan of them. I know I just talked about how I'm glad that they're getting rid of some of the specials like the Kraken and Bubbler, but I am not all that big of a fan of the new specials either. I mean, I played one of the test fires. I couldn't get around to the other ones, but I mean, I wasn't a particularly big fan of them, so I really have no idea how that's gonna play out in the actual gameplay. I really should do a reaction to the new one, the Splatoon 2 Direct that just happened. That'd probably be pretty beneficial. Frick! Stupid morons. Anyway, got creamed. But I'm just hoping that it's going to be a good game. I mean, I think it's going to be good in the end. I mean, I think the gripes are going to kind of even out, and they won't be as bad, but I mean, based on what I've seen, although I'm pretty ignorant on the topic, I mean, it looks okay, but nothing that I would really say is spectacular to me yet. I mean, you have the portability on the go and stuff, and then I think the Splatoon Splatfest this weekend, or next weekend, I guess, for the 14th and 15th, I think that could really, you know, be good, because you'll see, you know, what it's like, I think like a week before it comes out. So that's going to be really nice. That's really going to be nice to see. And then, you know, maybe, and cause there's a couple games, because I am going to be getting a PlayStation soon, and, well, as you know, a bunch of games for that system. I'm like the only one out of my friend group who's actually into sports games, and well, as you know, Madden is not on any, or the new Madden, I guess, isn't on any Nintendo consoles. Uh-oh. So that's a bummer. And then there's a few other games I want to get. I want to get Call of Duty. I want to get Overwatch. Final Fantasy, those games are gonna be awesome. Oh, I got a double kill. How the heck? Oh, nectar, mushroom. No more. There ain't no more. So how? Okay, that but I mean, those are really my only gripes with Splatoon 2. I'm probably gonna do a reaction to it some point, probably tomorrow, because I'm gonna be tied up on Sunday. Oh wow, he was there. Okay. Oh no, he's using the OG one. That means, oh shoot. Okay, this is not gonna be fun because he has bubbler. And I mean, unless he's, yeah, he used it. Okay, no way. I have 4 or yeah, I think it's 6 now. I have 6 defense buffs, and you mean to tell me that he's okay? That's got him. Okay, they owe me, my teammates. Do something productive, please. Oh, wow, that hit. Nice. Stupid. Okay, come on. Got him. Oh wow, that was actually a really... I will take that! Because... oh, wow, that was actually... I'm sorry if I'm not commentating all that much. I'm just hyper-focused right now because that was... wow, I quite enjoyed that. Yes, yes, yes. Keep them back. Woo! I mean, hypothetically, all we have to do at this point is hold the Rainmaker. No! Come on, get the Rainmaker, get the Rainmaker back, get the Rainmaker back. Okay, I'm gonna hold out here. No, don't do, no. Stay in our territory so that they don't have a chance to force overtime. Perfect. Now that is what I call a good W, boys. I mean, it was pretty evenly matched going into the last, I think, minute and a half. Actually, we were a pretty balanced team, too. 11-6. I don't think I've ever had 11 kills as a scope. So that's pretty good. I will take that. Come on, keep climbing. A few more wins, and I'll be smooth sailing to A+ here, boys. I mean, I think, because when I started Splatoon, I was really a shooter main, and that's really what I've been maining. But when Splatoon 2 comes out, I think I'm gonna convert to a charger, because wow, the fact that you can like hold ink shots is ridiculous. I mean, there is no other way to put it. It's ridiculous. Right, we're starting. I mean, it might be for not much of a long time, but I mean, not for very long rather. But I mean, if you play a scope, you know how it's invaluable. Oh boy, this is a sniper battle. Oh, we got each other. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that 100%. Okay, we have the Rainmaker. Go, 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 boys. Oh, bullseye! Whoa. I mean, I think that I've developed reasonably well as a scope. So I've been... Whoa! I want to say... Get the Rainmaker. I mean, I think I've been developing pretty well, you know. Because it wasn't past this year that I picked it up. Like, it was definitely this year that I picked up the scope. And I think, because I was someone who was extremely opposed to playing, you know, a scope up till this year. Oh! We lost the lead. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is where 6 defense buffs come in handy. Not even gonna lie. Shoot! He got me! Best weapon type in the game. Like, no joke. It's the best weapon type in this game. Like, it can't be beat. Got him, finally! Oh, I don't have enough range. No way. Wow, that was surprisingly unintentional. Yahoo! Well, another W for the books. Oh, okay, I gotta take credit for that, because if I wouldn't have pushed for that one more point, it would have rolled back and we'd have had to push again. 62 boys. Alright, well, I think that's gonna do it for me today, you guys. I gotta edit this video, but I hope that you have enjoyed as much as I have enjoyed winning tonight, because in my history of playing Splatoon, sorry, I don't know if that came off weird. It has. Anyway, I guess I don't know. I don't think that tip really applies to me. I think I'm a pretty decent person doing that. But I mean, for my regular play of Splatoon, this was a incredibly successful night. Because I will sometimes get terrible teammates, like atrocious. Atrocious. I mean, there is no other way of putting it that would be correct. They are atrocious. Like they don't play like they don't play for the they play for the kills and they don't go for the objective. If you know what I mean. I don't know if you do, but if you know what I mean by that. And basically what I mean by that is if it's Rainmaker or Tower, especially Tower Control is the worst one, because they don't get on the tower. I mean, they don't, especially when push comes to shove and you're behind and you're making a push. You need to be unified, and they don't do that. They don't go on the tower. They leave it to somebody else, assuming. And sometimes, I mean, I've even had it where it's been nobody. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you've all enjoyed. Twitter and Instagram are linked